Hi guys, welcome to my first and ever only YouTube channel and very first video. It took me quite a while to actually figure out how to record a YouTube video off of my iMac. But this video is basically me saying that I am now a San Francisco State Gator and I have been officially admitted into San Francisco State as a full-time student. Whoop whoop. And I just wanted to make this video honestly for the kids that are looking to go to San Francisco State or who are thinking about San Francisco State as their backup school or they want to transfer to San Francisco State. That's exactly what I did. I come from American River College in Sacramento. I moved up to the Bay Area and I transferred to San Francisco State. The only thing about San Francisco State, they don't accept transfers in the springtime, only in the fall. So if you miss your deadline to transfer in the fall, you will have to wait a whole year just to apply. So I'm just going to show you just some of the things I got from school for my orientation. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I did to get into San Francisco State, some of the things I did to get into the apparel design and merchandising program, and also some of the things that they gave me on my first day of orientation. And then just a little bit of insight about what the apparel design and merchandising program is for those of you who actually want to get into fashion design or fashion merchandising or just kind of want to know what it's all about. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get cracking. So what I did, all I did was apply to the school in the regular application for the CSUs through transfer. Is it transfer? It's the regular application you do for CSU and state colleges and UCs as well. I did that regular application. So what they do, they usually have you pick a backup major just to speed up the progress. And I did choose a backup major, which is journalism, because I did major in journalism as well. So I got accepted right away with my backup major. I'm like, oh no, is this where they're going to put me? You know, this is not what I really want to go into. But lo and behold, they only put me in the journalism program just to speed up my application process and see if I was meeting the requirements and if I would get accepted. So I got accepted pretty early on, I'd say like in February, and then late March, that's when I got accepted in the Apparel Design Merchandising Program. The guy actually gave me a phone call and said, you know, you've been accepted. Are you still going to San Francisco State? I'm like, of course. And, you know, I definitely want to accept going into the program. So a little bit about what I did to get into the program. So I had to complete a supplemental application, which requires a personal statement of sorts, a resume that kind of lists all your experiences, such as jobs and internships, as well as anything that kind of relates to your major. And then you also have to do a illustration, which can be hand drawn or digitally. I focus more on digital. I do practice more digitally illustrations than I hand draw. I do start off hand sketching and then I scan them into my computer and I digitally color them just because it's so much faster and so much easier and I think it's cleaner. So I want to show you guys the illustration. Oh wait, I definitely, one of the illustrations that I did. So this was the illustration that I submitted. They only want one illustration, so I did do this one right over here. I submitted her. it takes a long time to digitally color a illustration, especially if you're kind of new to it, you know. But I mean, that's what I submitted, and apparently with that and my experience and all those other good things got me in. And you know, I guess they want to see, you know, who's the best of the best and who they're gonna pick for the fall semester, because it's so limited and so impacted where they can only accept so many people. So I had to do that. Got through that. They accepted me. Next roll around, I had to submit my final transcripts from my community college. So you can do that digitally. Honestly, you can send them by email. You can send them by mail if you want, or turn them in if you prefer that way. So after I did all that, I set up a registration date, which was the same date as my orientation date. So do not make your orientation date super late, because you will miss out on classes. I learned that the hard way. So this is the little notebook they gave me, or like folder or whatever. And then they had a list of what we were going to do that day. And it just shows you everything that was required. And then they gave us a couple of pamphlets, you know. Told us to download this Gator app to kind of find our way around campus, which was helpful because honestly, I use maps for everything. And then this is my own little folder I had when I went there, my little sticker. And so let me just tell you guys a little bit about the program, and then a couple of things I got for my first day of school, which starts on Wednesday. Yay! Woo-hoo. Anyways, I'm not that excited. A little bit. Anyways, so